Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is your girl Nyambura. Yet again, we are here to talk about the things that are important to us. I am so grateful to see all of you. I am so glad that you are subscribed to my channel, that you've been following the topics we've been talking about. Because hey, guess what? Iron sharpens iron. Yeah, so let's sharpen each other. Today, I want us to talk about a very interesting topic. And allow me just 1 minute. Now, the late Steve Covey is famously known for being one of the greatest iconic trainers of our time, and he ran one of the most profound training programs about the 7 habits of highly effective people. And I happen to have been very lucky to have attended one of the programs some time back in my career. You can see here the 7 habits of highly effective people. This was a signature program that I participated in. And today, I want us to borrow a very important lesson from one of these 7 habits that Steve Covey talked about. Now, today I want us to talk about the 7th habit. Okay? I don't know whether you guys remember the 7 habits from habit number 1 all the way to habit number 7. But today I want us to talk about the 7th habit. And the 7th habit is the habit of sharpening the saw. So the topic for today is, let us sharpen the saw. Now, why would I be talking about sharpening the saw? Sometimes I keep wondering, now who again is sharpening saws? People work in offices, they don't go to the forest to cut down trees. So who wants to sharpen the saw? Hey, remember, that which you call your job, that what you call your career, that what you call your business, your entrepreneurship, whatever it is that you're super excited and charged about, that is your forest. Okay? That is your forest. That is what fuels you. That is what provides the fuel that you need to fuel your life, to buy food, to pay fees, to dress up, to do the things you do, to travel, to live in luxury. That is your forest. So guess what? It is very important that you learn to sharpen the saw every morning before you walk into your forest. Now, Abraham Lincoln, one of one of the greatest American iconic presidents, once said this: "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree. Yes, chop down a tree. And I will spend the first 4 hours sharpening the saw." Clearly, this amazing leader understood this principle so well that for him to have succeeded in being able to execute the responsibilities and the business and the assignments that were on his shoulders, he needed to spend more time, 70% of his time, sharpening the saw. And that is exactly what each one of us is supposed to do. Whatever it is that you do, whatever job you do, whatever business you run, how well do you know it? How much time have you spent studying it, studying the markets, analyzing it, knowing where the opportunities are, knowing exactly what you're supposed to do? That is what sharpening the saw is all about. Now, remember, I am in the space of entrepreneurship. I am a trainer in the blockchain space. And this lesson could never be more profound now than it was during the time of Abraham Lincoln. And let me tell you also what Steve Covey said. Have you ever been so busy driving a car that you forgot to fuel? Can you imagine that? Some people wake up every day. They're so busy. They want to go and do and achieve success. They want to go and hit their targets and do whatever it is they are doing. They are driving, but they forgot to fuel the car. Then guess what? When they're in the middle of nowhere, between where they came from and where they are going, the car stalls. Why? Because they did not fuel. Oh my God, what are you supposed to do when you're in that situation? Drama, trouble, everything happens at that point and people give up. Now, none of us need to take that path. None of us should wake up in the morning and start driving our car without fueling it. None of us should be spending 6 hours trying to chop down a tree. That is too much manual work. You get so tired. What should you be doing? You should be spending the first 4 hours out of your 6 hours sharpening your saw. Because when you sharpen the saw does the rest of the work for you. It makes everything so easy. Now, let's picture a farmer, literally, who wants to go and cut down some trees because they know winter is coming and they need to stock up on fuel. So this farmer number 1, is the busy type. Wakes up in the morning, takes the saw and goes to the forest and start cutting down the trees. Remember, these trees are dry. We don't normally chop down trees which are dry because they are the ones that we can burn up quickly. So you can imagine you have a blunt saw and you're trying to chop these down the trees. At the end of the day, you have only chopped down 2 trees and you're so tired, your muscles are aching, you're so feeling so stressed out, you're hungry. And the results are 2 trees. Pictures the same farmer, but this time the farmer is smart. They realize that for them to chop down 10 trees, which will provide fuel for the next 5 months, they need to spend 4 hours sharpening the saw. So they take 4 hours and everybody passes them and thinks, what is wrong with you? Why that saw is sharp enough? Why can't you just wake up and start cutting down the trees? But the farmer knows they need that saw to be so sharp that when they just pull it over the tree, the tree falls. When this farmer finishes sharpening the saw does 100% of the work in less than 2 hours. And they have results to show. And that is the lesson I want us to talk about today. Now, I've said I am in the space of blockchain technology. And let me just say this. Many people don't know what blockchain technology is. A lot of people know that there is something called Bitcoin. There is something called cryptocurrency, but they are not able to piece everything together to know that all these things exist because they are fueled by a technology called blockchain technology. And that is why they need to start sharpening the saw, because they need to know. Now, let me draw a parallel. When the internet came 20, 25, 30 years ago for some people were up in arms because, this was a revolution. This was something that was shaking them out of their comfort zone. They didn't know what it is. And all the bad things happened. I mean, so many bad things have been happening on the internet, right? Like angels who come behind a screen and they tell you, we know how to multiply your money, just send it to us. But because we are blunt, we don't take time to sharpen the saw, we trust them. And then these angels who came to eradicate poverty, they vanish with our money and they even go to Britain and they issue some very, very rude remarks to even hurt us more than they have already hurt us. Anyway, the fact that some bad things happened when the internet came did not mean a thing. It didn't change anything. The internet stayed. Bad things come and bad things go. But guess what? The technology has remained. Now, blockchain technology, for those of us who know, it's just an advancement of the internet as it is today. And guess what? It is here. It has come. It's already going mainstream. So the fact that so many bad things have been happening because people are using blunt objects and being taken advantage of and trying so hard to chop down a forest. And at the end of the day, they have nothing to show for it. Doesn't change anything. The technology is here and it's not going to go anywhere. Already mainstream has started adopting it. So how do you become relevant in this space? How are you going to be able to take advantage? How are you going to keep yourself warm during the winter? There is only one way. You're going to sharpen the saw. What do I mean by sharpening the saw? This is the time for you to plug in seriously to learn what blockchain technology is. This is a time to ask yourself, if the technology is here, just like internet came and eventually it became a core part of our lives, this technology is going to be a core part of our lives. How is it going to shape your life? How is it going to help you? How will it affect you? Because it's going to do that anyway. But does it have to affect you in a negative way? Absolutely not. If you learn to sharpen the saw, if you plug in into knowledge and education right now, don't worry about how big the forest is. Yes, the forests are always big. You really just need to sharpen the saw because you know what your target is. You know you don't have to be everywhere. You don't have to try and chop down every tree. You just need to know where is the tree that I can cut down that can give me fuel for the next 1 year and it can make my life easy. The only way to know that is when you take your time to sharpen the saw, because when you hit your target, guess what? Everything will fall in place. Now, a lot of people don't want to hear things like Bitcoin being mentioned. In fact, right now, a lot of people are saying, they have crashed. Really? Crashed? Where? How? Where have they gone? They are right there. A lot of people don't want to hear cryptocurrencies being mentioned because what comes into their mind? How they have lost money. Question is, why did they lose the money? How sharp were their tools? How sharp was their mind? When somebody came and told them about these things that they can make money, did they ask themselves, what is that thing? How does it work? How does it make money? Why do people always to be victims of these online things. Why people walk into their own banks? They hear there's an opportunity. They walk into their banks. They remove their own money. They send it to these people, and then they come back and say we were scammed. Who scammed you? You're the one who went to your own bank. You removed your money. Why? Because if you don't sharpen your soul, if you don't acquire the necessary knowledge, if you don't equip yourself with the skills that are needed to thrive in this space, oh, let me tell you, there are other people who are sharpening their skills. There's people who are sharpening their soul. And so long as they sharpen their soul, they will succeed. Why would they succeed at your cost? Why would they succeed at your expense? So I'm here to tell you, today we can decide and we can determine to spend 4 hours out of the 6 that we have sharpening our soul, equipping ourselves, allowing ourselves to know exactly what this is and how it's going to change our lives. Now, just so that you remember, I come from a country where technology is usually adopted very quickly, and we run one of the global iconic money transfer system called M-Pesa. Okay? Now, when M-Pesa came about the year 2011 or thereabout, we were up in arms. We said, you know what? I am not going to trust that money. There is no way I can trust money in a phone. What is money in a phone? What we were used to are paper notes, which we used to fold nicely, even iron, and put in our back wallet and sit on them and feel comfortable and feel the warmth of money. So here we were being told that now money will be moving from one phone to the other through digital money. And we were like, what is that? Who is going to trust that kind of money? Not me. Hey, 10 or so years later, nobody even wants to touch physical money. Now, remember 2 years ago, a phenomenon called COVID hit the market. And then, of course, our regulators and the people who manage our money, they told us, money is an agent of COVID. So please, don't touch it. Go paperless. Go paperless means what? Go digital. Continue to be using the digital money in form of M-Pesa. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, in the part of the world where I'm coming from, everybody who is above 18 knows what M-Pesa. In fact, even small babies know what M-Pesa is. It's just that maybe they don't have a phone. We all use M-Pesa. Our economy, literally, the economy of our whole country today is held by one product called M-Pesa. I'm trying to use that example to let you know that when technology comes that shakes us from our comfort zone, from what is familiar to us, the initial reaction is to object, is to say, no, I don't want these things. I can't trust it. But guess what? It's just a matter of time. And all of a sudden, everybody is wondering, how did you even used to operate? I am here to tell you, blockchain technology is here. It is challenging the way we think. It's challenging the way we do things. It's challenging us completely and shaking us out of our comfort zone. And it will only require you to sharpen your soul, to understand what it is. Because when you do, the opportunities that are going to emerge, that are already emerging, that are going to emerge are so immense. You'll be wondering, why did I not know this later? Ladies and gentlemen, the best gift you can give yourself is to take your time now and sharpen your soul. Learn everything that you need to know. And remember, blockchain is a decentralized space. It gives you power back. It equips you to be the one in charge, to be the one in control. Nobody should take advantage of you. In blockchain, when you decide to do business and to engage it, you should not be entrusting your money with other people. That is what blockchain is. And that is why the world is calling it the fourth industrial revolution. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the topic for today. I just want us to sharpen the soul. Please remember, I am your trainer in blockchain technology space. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, to share, to like, and most importantly, to share this video so that it can reach as many people as possible. I will leave my contact details. Kindly feel free to DM me so that I can be able to mentor you. I can be able to help you understand what is happening in the world so that you can be able to take advantage of it. And just before I forget, let me say something. The International Bank of Settlements, which is a bank most people don't know about, because basically it facilitates international settlements between one bank to the other, has released a report showing that 80% of central banks globally are already engaging blockchain technology to see how they will put their currencies as what we call CBDCs on the blockchain, central bank digital currencies on blockchain, which means when that is done, almost the whole world will migrate to blockchain technology. That is one way of looking at it. So remember, This is the time to sharpen the saw. Remember to subscribe, to like, and to share this video, and leave me a comment. I am your girl, Nyambura, your blockchain trainer, and I love you. I want you to succeed in this space because the opportunity is right here. Let us sharpen the saw. God bless you. Bye-bye.